Hey team. Okay, so here is my initial video for you guys that are wanting to go gold. So I'm going to be looking down at some notes, but these are just thoughts that came to my mind about what do you need to know to get to gold. And I wanted to be real with you guys. So we're going to get down to the nitty gritty of this. Again, some of you are going to be moving at different paces, but if you're moving on a slower pace, you need to have the expectation that you're going to get there slower, right? A lot of times what I've found is some people are like, I'm not going to post as often, I'm not going to reach out as often, but I still expect to make gold in the next month. And when they don't hit that, they get frustrated. So I want you guys to be realistic with yourselves. How much are you willing to work and how fast do you want to get there? I'm going to talk about that a little bit more too. But first, okay, so first, in order to go gold, you have to go silver, right? So I'm going to break this down really simply. So take out some pens and paper. I want you guys to take some notes on this. To go silver, you need 3 people that you sponsor. So directly sponsoring somebody, that would be your level 1. Okay, so if I sign up Mary Jones is my level 1. I need 3 people to sign up and either get 100 PV worth of products. So Plexus is a great qualifier for that. And then, or a welcome pack to go silver. All with their backup order on. They have to be active, okay, for you to go silver. If you don't know how to go silver, I have a video on YouTube. It's called, I think it's called How Do I Get to Silver? What the heck is it? Something like that. But take a look at my YouTube channel. It's about a 10-minute video. It goes over details on how to get to silver. If you follow that video, I promise you, you will get to silver probably in less than 30 days. Those that on my team that do follow that video find that they do get to silver in their first 30 days, which is great. That's a $100 bonus. Okay, so once you go silver, then you have to go gold. So what is gold? To break it down super simply, gold means that you have to have 20 people on your team in your levels 1, 2, or 3. So what does that mean? Mary Jones is my level 1, right? I sponsored Mary Jones, she's my level 1. If Mary signs Tom, Tom is my level 2. If Tom signs Sarah, Sarah is my level 3. So I had to have 20 people all in my levels 1, 2, and 3. A combination of 20 people there, all who have reached 100 PV. Welcome packs do not count for any promotions higher than silver, okay? So 100 PV will get you what's called pay points. Each person in your levels 1 through 3 are worth 5 pay points. Okay, so if you multiply 5 pay points times 20 people, that's 100 pay points, right? 100 pay points gets you to gold. Now your deeper levels, 4, 5, 6, and 7, their pay points are worth a little bit different. It goes down 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. So you really want to be heavy in that 1 through 3 range, which is going to give you the 5 pay points. Okay, so it's 20 people in your levels 1, 2, 3, all at 100 PV. Okay, so make sure you got that 100 PV understanding. Welcome packs do not count for pay points. Okay, so that's what your goal is, to get 20 people in your levels 1 through 3. And they have to order 100 PV in that given month. And no, they actually don't have to have their AQ or backup order on. They could be somebody that just goes in and manually orders. You still get paid on those 5 pay points. How cool is that? Okay. So here are a few of my tips to go gold. All right, so intensity is going to be important, okay, and here's why. Let's say that you start building your team and you sign 3 people this month, and then next month you sign 1 person, and then the following month you don't sign anybody, and then maybe the 4th month you sign a couple people. Well, guess what might have happened in those 4 months? If you're tallying it, you're thinking, okay, I signed 3, I signed 1, I signed 2. That should be 6 people, right? But what can happen over time is maybe one of those 3 people that you signed up your first month have quit Plexus, unfortunately. Or maybe they didn't order this month. Well, that breaks down 1 person, so now you're at 5. And this attrition can happen. So intensity is really important. If you want to get to gold quickly, you got to move quickly so that you avoid that attrition or that fall off, and you're kind of in this hamster wheel, right? As people drop off, you're gaining, but you're not going anywhere. A hamster wheel, right? So intensity is going to be important. Also, a lot of people think, okay, for me to get gold, I need to find a couple of business builders to get me there. Okay. In an ideal world, yes, that is what you want, right? In an ideal world, you want to find your business builder in your first month and help them go silver and help this person go silver. That's the power of 3. That is what you want. What is the power of 3? If I sign Mary Jones, I want her to go silver. So that's 3 people for her. So that means I've got 4 people on my team. And if I sign Tom as my level 1 and Tom signs 3 people, that's another 4 people. So now I've got 8 people, right? That's the ideal world. That's what you want to be going for. That's your goal. But I want to break down the reality of the situation here. Oftentimes, it will take you months to find a business builder, and that's okay. That's okay. Don't let that discourage you. Sarah Marble is a great example of this. It actually took her 7 months to go silver, 7 months to find 3 people, and it took her a while to get business going. She didn't find a business builder until later on. I have another person on my team right now who has been with Plexus for 7 or 8 months and just recently found her business builder. Now, you want to keep looking for your business builder, but don't get discouraged if you haven't found them yet. Keyword yet. You will find them, but you have to keep looking. So given that information, guess what you have to do? Not just be focused on finding your rock star. You have to be your rock star. Okay? Yes, you want to find that business builder, but while you are looking for them, you need to be the business builder. You need to be the rock star. So a lot of times what I find is people that go gold, they're doing most of the heavy lifting. Now, I'm not saying you have to sign 20 people. There are people that have done that. Sure. But that's not a requirement. But if you maintain the intensity and you focus on your activities, your income producing activities, to make sure that you can find as many people and sign up as many people as you can quickly, then you're going to get to gold faster. And be okay with doing the heavy lifting. You need to be okay with that. You kind of need to expect it. And if you find a business builder in the meantime, what a blessing, right? But go ahead and prepare yourself to do the heavy lifting to get yourself to gold. Cool? Okay. So what are some activities that you can do to get yourself to gold, right? We're imagining us doing the heavy lifting. You need to be posting every single day. If you are not doing this, ask yourself why. What are you afraid of? What are you uncomfortable with? Get with your upline on that. Why are you not posting 2 or 3 times a day about Plexus? Secondly, are you reaching out to people about Plexus? Are you sending private messages? Are you calling your friends? Are you calling your family saying, hey, I got to tell you about this? If you're not, do some soul searching. Why? Why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing it daily? What are you afraid of? What are you uncomfortable with? Get with your sponsor on that. What you need to be doing, here's my recommendation, posting about Plexus 2 to 3 times a day. Reaching out to new people about Plexus twice a day. That means 2 people you are reaching out about Plexus twice a day. Here's a little tip for you. Right now I've got an IPA challenge group going that I'm working with my upline. And what we had them do was we had them print out the calendar for the next 30 days. And I had them fill out 2 names on each day. So it kind of kept them organized. And so they knew, life gets busy. Sometimes you forget or oh my gosh, the day has already ended, right? And you're trying to figure out who you haven't contacted yet. You know what? Sit down, take 30 minutes on a Sunday before the month starts or on a day before the month starts. And map this out. Get it on paper so you already know who you're going to contact. Do that every month. Do that every month. You'll be so surprised that you actually do have 60 people to reach out to that are new each month. So reaching out is so important. Do that 2 times a day. Events are going to be huge when you are trying to go gold. Okay? Think about it this way. Let's say you have started posting about Plexus. You've started reaching out about Plexus. You're about 2 weeks in, and so people are starting to kind of know, they know you're with Plexus, they're getting some interest, they're building some interest, and then you do an online party. Or you do a sip and see, or an opportunity meeting at a coffee shop, at your house, at a bar, wherever you feel comfortable getting your friends together. Guess what's going to happen? Third-party validation is going to happen. People are going to start seeing that other people are interested, and that's when people get interested too. You're going to be able to use your time effectively. You get to talk to 5, 10, 15, 20 people all at once. That is efficiently working your business. You get to talk to them all at once. What I've seen happen is there was this one girl who had about 4 or 5 people on her team. She planned a sip and see, actually at her husband's work. And I went out there with her because she was still so new, and we spoke to quite a few people, and she had like 10 people join. She was gold in a couple of weeks, you guys. So events are really key. Ask your upline for information on events. If you're on my team, we have scripted online party events. We have the PowerPoints for you guys. I've made those for you guys. So if you're on my team, I've got that for you. It's a no-brainer. Don't reinvent the wheel, but that's going to be important. Another thing that I encourage you guys to do is set specific goals. Okay, so I made a video about this the other day, but I'm going to reiterate it here. Don't just have one goal. Oh, I want to go gold in 3 months. Make it more specific. And I encourage you to have 2 different types of goals. The first one I want you to have is a must-have goal. Okay? The second one, I want you to have a crazy goal, or a BHAG. B-H-A-G. Stands for big, hairy, audacious goal. If you don't know that term, it's a fun one. You can read up on it, but I call it a crazy goal. Okay, so why have these 2 goals? Oftentimes we can make a goal for ourselves, but we oftentimes might give ourselves a little too much leeway in not achieving that goal. It was just a goal, I'll get it next time, or, well, it was a goal, but really it was just, I don't know, I'll get to it when I get to it. No, make a must-have goal. So for example, here's a great one. I had a girl last month, it was halfway through the month, and she needed, I think, like nearly 10 people to go gold. But she said, you know what, my must-have goal, I'm going to sign 4 people by the end of the month. So what is this must-have goal? It's a goal that you are not allowing yourself to miss. It's already happening. You just have to cross the T's and dot the I's. You are going to make this must-have goal happen. Period. I have never, not once, had a level 1 that I've worked with on this that missed their must-have goal. It's the intensity, it's the intentionality, it's the mindset of, I'm making it happen, it's already happening, the time just needs to get me there. I'm doing it. That must-have goal you are doing, period. You're not allowing yourself to miss it. Make it at month's end, okay? Then your crazy goal is something wild and crazy. Maybe it's a little far-fetched, but it's possible. So this girl, her must-have goal was to sign 4, and her crazy goal was to sign 10 or 11 people so that she could go gold. Guess what she did? She went gold +1. Y'all, make your crazy goals attainable and make them big, because guess what? When you make that must-have goal, you're going to get fired up, you're going to feel good, you're going to feel more confident, and you're more likely to achieve that crazy goal. I've seen it happen over and over and over. Miraculous things happen when you make those 2 goals. So that's another thing. Let's see. So another thing I want you guys to remember is don't compare yourself. There's going to be some of you that fly into gold. I'll be real. And some, it may take you a while, and that's okay. That's okay. When it takes you a while, usually there's a lesson to be learned. And in retrospect, whenever I was stuck in my business, there was a lot of lessons I needed to learn, and I look back on those and go, I'm so thankful I had time to figure that out. I'm really thankful that I actually did get stuck so that I could figure out what I needed to do. Okay? Don't compare yourself to others. Instead, congratulate them, learn from them, and apply what you need to learn in your business. Figure out what you're not doing. The thing that you're not doing and you know you should be doing is probably the thing that you need to do first. Okay? So, don't compare yourself. Last thing is I want to talk about this. So, in network marketing, there is an analogy, or not an analogy, a picture that kind of paints what network marketing is. It's this little person, here's a hill, right? And there's this little person at the bottom of the hill. And they're pushing a boulder up this hill. And they're pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And they're exerting massive amounts of effort, okay? They're trying, but they're not feeling the reward quite yet. But they know without a doubt that they will eventually get to the top of that boulder, or the top of that hill with that boulder. And what's going to happen is they're going to push and push and push and push and push, and eventually it's going to peak. And then that boulder is going to fall down, and all of their work is going to start snowballing. And that's when your team gets really big, and it's just going like this, crazy fast, right? In the beginning, when you build a business, you need to understand this isn't a lottery ticket. Okay, so just because you signed up doesn't mean you're going to be a millionaire. It certainly means you can be, but it doesn't mean you are going to be. You have to put the effort forth to keep going. Another thing you need to realize is it's going to feel like you're doing a lot of work for not the right amount of pay in the beginning. But I promise you this. I promise you this. If you keep going and realize that you are laying the foundational work down, you got to do the heavy lifting first. You have to pour the concrete of a house first. That's hard work. You have to lay the foundation first. Build your own knowledge. Build your client base. Build your customer base. Build your team. Train your team. Get yourself in gear. That's a lot of work. Do that first. And when you have that down, your team's going to pick up. And then your paycheck is going to flip-flop. And it's going to feel like you are getting paid way more than what you deserve. But you have to trust the process. You have to trust the process. It's going to feel like you are not making the money that you deserve when you begin. But I promise you, it is worth it. Every single one of you guys listening to this video can get to diamond if you put the effort into it, if you don't quit, period. We recently had another team member who has been with us for 2 years. For 2 years, and she has never allowed herself to quit. But guess what? She decided last month or 2 months ago that she was done being silver. Said, I'm done. I'm ready to go gold. And she signed she doubled her team in 2 weeks, when in 2 years she hadn't really moved very much in her business. If it takes you a while, that does not mean it's not going to happen for you. It's probably a mindset issue, an intensity issue, you know what, I'm going to do it issue or not, right? So how bad do you want it? How much are you willing to work? And you got to remember, as the faster you go, the quicker you are to rank up in the beginning, because people may fall off. That happens. Attrition is normal. Don't hate yourself if it happens. It's normal. But know that about the process. I hope this helps get you guys started. I want to see, my next challenge is below this video. I want to know what your must-have goal is, and I want to know what your crazy goal is for the end of this month. It is February 11th, so if you're watching this video on my team page, this is going to go to YouTube, so disregard this later if you're listening to this later. But below this video, I want you guys to write your must-have goal and your crazy goal, and I want to hear them. Let's get started, team. I hope this helps get you to gold. Bye. And again, this is Tara Castaneda.